yesterday on Merseyside. 3-0 win. First win against Everton at their home ground since that 6-2 game, which is mad to think about. It's a long time ago.
You were there? We were there at 6-2. I'm saying you were there yesterday.
Yeah, I was there yesterday, and it was brilliant.
Yeah, how's the ground?
Absolutely brilliant. I think. I mean, obviously, it was our first taste of the Hill Dickinson Stadium. But first time Spurs fans got to witness it and experience it. I thought it was very strange because it felt like it was in the middle of nowhere. The transport around the ground just seemed quite poor. But once you got there, get inside, it was really quick to get in, really quick. And yeah, I was just so surprised about how quiet it was because I've seen it on TV so far this season. And it seemed like the Everton fans have been bang up for it. It's been really loud. But yeah, I didn't hear a song from Everton pretty much all game, which surprised me. I thought Spurs fans were absolutely brilliant. But the stadium...
all day, all game.
Spurs fans were sensational yesterday. But yeah, I mean, the stadium in itself, it just seems a bit like a generic stadium. There's not really much.
Like Bowl, one would say.
No, it's nowhere near as bad as that. Nowhere near as bad as West Ham. But no, you can see it's a proper football stadium. For sure, it's a proper football stadium. But yeah, I just thought it was a bit like generic, like not too much Everton branding. You walk into the stadium. And if you just look at the bowl and just look at the stadium, it doesn't say, all right, this is an Everton stadium to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I was impressed because it's a new stadium and it looks nice and everything, but I wasn't like overly impressed. You know what I mean?
What about food, beer? Did you get anything?
I got a lot of things. I got the self-serving Guinness pints that they were serving at half-time. So you walk up to this machine because, by the way, the queues at half-time for the actual food and drink was madness. You just couldn't queue up.
How many machines were there?
There was only two. Two machines.
How many fans? 3,000?
3,000 fans. Yeah, only 2 machines. Unless there was another section where they had another machine, but where I was, there was only 2 machines and no one was really using them. So just walked up to it. Someone handed me a cup. You put your cup in the thing, you swipe your card, and a beer starts pouring out. And within a minute, less than a minute, probably about 30 seconds, you got yourself a beer.
Can you put your mouth under the machine and down the pipe?
No, you couldn't, because there's like this cove kind of thing where you put the cup in.
Okay, and you say it's Guinness, so did they pour the Guinness correctly, these machines?
Yeah, I mean, you asked. That's the first thing you asked me, but I don't really know what pouring a Guinness is correctly.
There's a very specific way you pour a pint of Guinness. But everyone knows it.
But they poured it like it was just a cup of water. To be honest, you put your thing in and then the beer comes out.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Tasted nice though.
Tasted nice.
Tasted nice, yeah.
So it wasn't too frothy because if you don't pour,
it wasn't
Guinness
frothy
right,
at all. Just a little bit of froth, like the perfect level of froth at the top.
Maybe the machine has gained the system that they don't have to pour it in the way you pour a Guinness from the machine. Very interesting. Was it fizzy? It was
yeah, it was lovely. And you know what? I'm not a big fan of Guinness, but yeah, I really enjoyed that pint yesterday.
It was cold.
Cold, very cold.
Very cold.
Yeah.
Price?
£6.30 or something like that.
£6.30 for a pint of Guinness.
Yeah.
Guinness is usually one of the cheaper ones.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had 2 machines where one was 4.1% alcohol and the other one was 4.2% alcohol.
Wibber says it should take 119.5 seconds to pour a pint of Guinness properly.
It took less than that.
Less than that?
Yeah.
I see Everton have found.
And if you watch the vlog, you can see exactly how long it took. I think that video was recording for about 60 seconds, and for the first 20 seconds, I was just trying to work out the machine. So
Tottenham Till I Die says you need a head on a Guinness, lads. Surely.
Yeah, there was a small head. Yeah, a small head. Yeah.
Okay. So no, did you split the G?
What does that mean?
You have no clue. Yeah. when you, it's a game people play when they drink a pint of Guinness. Well, it didn't come in a Guinness glass, I'm guessing.
No.
Okay, so it doesn't even matter.
So what is splitting the G? What is this?
It's when you down a pint. Well, not down it. It's a game you play when you drink a pint of Guinness. You have to drink it and stop drinking when it's right on the G, the line.
Oh, I see.
It's a thing people do. Someone says the Guinness was terrible. I'm not happy with the Guinness. Get any food?
No, I didn't get any food.
No food. I saw someone got chicken and chips for £9.
Yeah, I saw the chicken and chips. It actually looked pretty good, but yeah, I didn't I wasn't queuing up in that queue. I couldn't be asked.
So it's only Guinness in the machine.
In the machine, yeah, but they had different pints. They had IPAs and different kind of stuff at the stand.
When you and the in the concourse, was it big? Was it nice?
Yeah, it was big. It was nice. It was packed. Absolutely packed. Spurs fans were definitely enjoying themselves before the game and at halftime. So, yeah, it was pretty mobbed. But yeah, I made my way to there was no like outside section unless you went downstairs or something. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see the whole thing, but it seemed big, but it also seemed cramped because there were so many people.
Is it true there was restricted view?
Yeah, apparently so. Apparently some people got restricted.
You didn't have, but
no.
Yeah, but how can there be restricted view?
Yeah, I know. I don't understand it.
What's in the way?
Apparently for the home fans as well. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, but it's quite ridiculous that this stadium is literally like a month old and there's restricted view. Like, what the hell? Who bloody who was the architect here? Like, how are they having restricted view seats in this stadium?
People enjoying the beer talk in the chat.
Yeah.
They're enjoying it, yeah, for sure. You said it was 4.2%, the one you had.
The one I had, yeah, 4.2. There's no chance I was getting the 4.1%.
No, you've got to go an extra 0.1.
Yeah.
But all in all, stadium-wise, good experience.
Decent experience. Like,
good away end. Where's like the away end situation?
Very good away end, actually, I thought. Very good away end. We were like lower in the corner. Mm-hmm. So some people were behind the goal, some people on the side of the pitch. I was like bang in the corner. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed it. And
is it like Leicester where you take over a corner like that kind of
Kind of. Yeah, kind of. Where there was like, I don't know if there's Spurs in the upper tier or not, but look, to be honest, I had many, many beers yesterday, so maybe there's some things I didn't recollect or notice, but I had a great time yesterday.
Nice view of the river. Do you see the river when you get to the stadium?
I didn't see no river.
It's a river. No, it's on the river, isn't it?
The River Mersey.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't see it. I know I've seen it in the day, like when it was first getting built, and I've seen the river in the background. But last night it was dark. Like I was rushing to get in. Like I didn't see no river last night.
Fair enough. All right, we can get on to the game now.
Yeah. I mean, the beer talk's probably better.
Yeah, you want to talk more about beer? Yeah, look.
I had a lot of Moretti's yesterday, by the way, as well. Moretti's in the pub beforehand.
In the beer garden, nobody even noticed. There's a beer garden?
In the beer garden? What, is there a beer garden there?
Someone's definitely drunk if you didn't see the river. The bigger river than the stadium is on. I didn't see it. Brilliant.
But look, anyway, brilliant. Nice stadium. Great to be the first team to go and win there. That is always going to be in the history books. Remember that for your pub quizzes. First team to ever go and get 3 points. First away team to ever go and get 3 points at Everton's new stadium.
What was the reaction yesterday when the lineup came out in the away end?
So when the lineup came out, we all assumed when the lineup came out that it was going to be Javi in the 10, Kudus on the right, and Johnson on the left. And we were looking at it, being like, why isn't Odebear playing? Was a bit like weird because Odebear's obviously been doing really well over the last couple of weeks.
He didn't come on at all. Something tells me he's maybe not 100%.
Maybe because they did like have a bit of a knock in the last game. So yeah, that could be a case. Did Frank mention anything after?
He didn't say
game?
anything,
No.
but he obviously brought on Tell later on. He didn't come on at all, did he?
So yeah, it was a bit weird. We were happy Muani was starting. With the Bentancur and Paulinia situation, I mean, I've got no problems with it away from home. Like at home is where I've got the issue with it. So I was happy with the lineup, to be honest. The only one that I thought could have been changed was Odebear for Johnson and get Kuda. But look, he changed it up, Frank, and you got to say fair play to Frank because, you know, everyone's saying you got to change things up when it's not working, blah, blah, blah. To be fair, it's been working away from home. So maybe not much of a need to change it up. But I thought Kudus in the middle made a difference. I thought he looked really good, actually, in the middle of the park in the 10. He was that driving force for us. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed, though, with Johnson and Javi on the wings. Interesting.
Frank said he was going to switch things up when it came to a bit structural changes, and I think he did. We kind of had like this in possession 3-2-5 kind of lineup with, as you say, it was like Kudus and Xavi next to each other as like 10s, with Johnson and Spence kind of holding the width out wide, Moani up front.
Yeah, I thought Xavi was like drifting, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like drifting centrally to the left. You had like Porro, Danso, Van de Ven like making a bit of a back three. with Porro basically tasked with finding wrong passes in behind and things like that. I understood the idea. The execution wasn't quite right. I think, that's probably going to take some work. Did it maybe give us a bit more structural kind of compactness? Because I felt like we weren't obviously getting opened up anywhere near as much. And as well, Everton were basically forced to going long, it seemed, a lot of the time to Beto, trying to catch him out in behind. And he did a decent job up against Danso, but I thought by and large Danso dealt with it quite comfortably. I think from an attacking point of view, it's not like we created much, is it? I think we actually started the game all right. A few nice passing moves. I thought Moani and Javi were linking up quite well together, but just couldn't, those final moments where we couldn't really create any good chances, really.
No, look, I think the attacking fluidity is still not there. That's there for everyone to see. But I think what we did do really well was, I thought for the most part, I thought we defended really well. I thought in the opening 5-10 minutes of the game, I thought Grealish was giving Porro, a bit of a torrid time down that left or down our right-hand side. But after that, I thought Porro kind of settled really nicely in the game, didn't give Grealish a sniff. I thought the main problem was coming down, for the majority, was coming down the other side with Ndiaye. I thought he was brilliant throughout the game, and Spence kind of struggled to deal with him at times. But I think it was all about that kind of square that we had of Danso, Van de Ven, Bentancur and Paulinho. I thought those four were just so vital to us yesterday. Bentancur, I thought, put in his best display of the season yesterday. I thought he was brilliant. That volley that he nearly scored, oh my days. That was ridiculous. But Kevin Danso, man, I think he got I don't know what the stat was, but the most clearances or something since 2016 or something, which I thought Danso, I said it to you before the game, how vital I think Danso, this is a game for Danso, aerial ability, physicality, and he rose to the occasion, man. I thought Danso and Mickey were absolutely unplayable on the day. Yeah,
they were phenomenal. Defended so well, especially when Everton are just whipping in cross after cross, and they were dealing with it so well. Matt, big credit to them. And obviously we got those goals in the first half, 2 set pieces, 2 headers. Not to say I think 2-0 you could probably say flattered us in that first half, but when you worked on those set pieces, that's what it can give you, that advantage, and it can give you opportunities to go into half time or get results or and get leads, which not saying we didn't deserve it. It's not like we're playing badly, but definitely we weren't playing well enough.
I said it to you before the game in the preview, though, didn't I? You were talking about how strong Everton are at defending set pieces, and I was saying to you, if the way we've been working on our set pieces, we can be a threat against anyone with set pieces. And Everton was no different. We scored 2 of them yesterday, both in the first half. That's pretty much what won us the game.
And I thought we were threatening throughout all of them, to be honest. It's funny, Moyes said after the game, he said they did us from set pieces when the plan was we were going to do them from set pieces. That's what he said. So he said he was surprised by that. He wasn't happy with how Everton defended the set pieces. But
that second one was actually so easy to score. I don't like Van de Ven was just there, free in front of Pickford, untested, unchallenged. That was so uncharacteristic defending from Everton.
Yeah, and it was clearly the first one as well. Plan, Bentancur, run back post and get it. But have you seen it back? He kind of shoulders it.
Yeah.
Do you think he means that? Because he kind of makes that movement. So I think
he meant it.
I think he does mean it.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant piece of play from him.
I think he definitely meant it. I really did. And look, like I said before, I thought Bentancur was brilliant throughout. I thought he really was, screening the back four like he did, driving us forward at times. I mean, these are the performances that kind of earned Bentancur those kind of rave reviews, and we need to see this on a consistent basis from him. Still, my point stands, and everyone's point stands, that you don't want to see that double pivot at home, but away from home it's working like a charm. The best away team in the Premier League. I think we've picked up 13 points all season so far. We're sitting top of that away league table, albeit we are 17th in the home table, which has to be worked on and rectified. But the way we're set up away from home is just perfect. We're so structurally defensively sound. We can hit them on those set pieces, and we can even, the third goal I thought was a really nice team goal as well. Really nicely worked. And when Pape came on, he just added a different dimension to us.
Yeah, I think the subs did well. Obviously, we are 2-0 up in the first half. Obviously, Van der Ven, those 2 goals. And although I didn't talk about the disallowed goal from Everton, I thought right decision.
Look, I thought it was the right decision, but it also was a bit harsh because you've seen those kind of goals like given throughout the whole of last season. You know what I mean? And like it's always very hit and miss whether they give them or not. So I think Everton can like feel a little bit aggrieved because they've seen, you know, carbon copies of that being given. But the letter of law, you got to rule it out.
It's offside. He clearly impeded Vicario. If you watch it back, he stops Vicario from moving. I'm not saying Vicario would have saved it. There's a good chance he wouldn't have. But at the end of the day, in Dye, I've seen a lot of people saying, he's not in the line of sight, so he can't be interfering, or it's not a foul. I agree it's not a foul, and I agree he's not in the line of sight, but he impedes Vicario's movement when that header comes in. And once you do that, doesn't matter if it's a foul, if you're in an offside position and you're impeding the opposition, then it's offside. I think it's a blatant kind of violation of the law, and I think David Moyes agreed after the game. He said it's the right decision. I don't know why there's any controversy. I've seen people saying, a former referee, Keith Hackett, saying it's a disgusting decision, one of the worst he's ever seen. I'm like, I don't know what you're watching. It's a very clear decision, no controversy whatsoever. I think they did the right thing. And he had 2 players impeding him as well, both in an offside position. I think people get confused between, because a lot of these goals, when they get ruled out for interfering with play in an offside, it's because they're standing in front of the keeper and they're blocking his eye line. So that's what people maybe assume that means interfering with play. So the fact that Ndiaye was behind Vicario means, he can't be interfering. But he was blocking his movement. You could see it on the replay. He's stopping him from moving across. So it has to be offside. Has to be.
Yeah. Vicario, though, you know, talking on Vicario, you know, after the 5 mistakes in a row, or 4 or 5 mistakes in a row, you know, man of the match, probably his best performance in the Spurs shirt last time out against Monaco. And I think he's backed it up with another really good display here at Everton away. You know, some really top saves in there. There was one that he just saw really late with that deflection, gets down really well, one-handed save. There was multiple other occasions where, you know, it looked like it was going to hit the back of the net, and there was Vicario to stop it. So Vicario should be very proud of himself, the way he's handled himself and the way, you know, he's kind of batted away that criticism and says, no, look, I'm Tottenham's number 1. I'm here to stay, and I'm the best goalkeeper at this football club. Yeah,
2 world-class saves yesterday, again, following from the Monaco game. And I thought he dealt with set pieces really well.
Yeah.
And I didn't think he was too much of a worry on the ball with his kicking. I don't think he did, too much great, but I think it was fine. He didn't have to be anything spectacular. He think from set pieces, he got his punches in, didn't have to catch anything. But those 2 saves were really on his money, especially the one from Beto, because at that point, Everton were really on top of us. It seemed as though they were building a bit of momentum in that second half. And it felt like maybe a goal might be coming. And if they would have scored at that moment, I think that changes the game, and it changes the second half. The crowd get up for it and everything. All of a sudden, they could find a way back in the game. So the fact that Vicario sticks out his arm, makes that save, makes sure he keeps the clean sheet, and it frustrates that Everton a bit more, makes him a bit more rushing, and I think it changed the trajectory of that second half, and it made us win the game a lot more comfortably. And obviously, he did make a brilliant save from Ndiaye in that deflection as well. So brilliant performance from Vicario, answered the critics perfectly. So yeah, I think that second half was a hard watch. I think first half wasn't great, but at least we saw a bit of possession and obviously got a couple of goals. Second half, it felt like we were just defending that whole half, and it wasn't an easy watch. I understood maybe why it was like that. Maybe, look, I don't know if it was a plan or whether we were just forced into it or whether we felt we just wanted to protect our lead. But I didn't really like how we approached that second half. We were just sitting back. We had no threat. To be honest, on most of that second half. The only threat we had one long ball to Richarlison when he came on, and he kind of forced a mistake out of Tarkowski, and he missed the chance. He's got to score, but look, credit to him, he did force a mistake as well, so you've got to give him credit. But yeah, he's got to score that 100%. After the shot, you see Pickford saying, "Why didn't you dink me?" He went like that. Well, why didn't you dink me?
That's exactly what Brian said, I think, in the stands. Like, you got to dink him, man.
Yeah, he'd smashed it instead, and obviously that was a mistake. But for all the, I want to say I didn't like how we approached it. Vicario made a couple of saves, but they never really looked like scoring. We were fairly comfortable, I felt, with how the half was going, and then we just found a moment, which we did right at the end of the game, put a move together, and bam, 3-0, game over.
Really good move. Team move built from the back. A lot of players involved, and Pape, Richarlison gets the assist, and Pape knocks it in. So, the substitutes making a difference when they came on. But look, I get what you're saying, like it's not aesthetically pleasing, watching Spurs right now. But when you're getting the results that we're getting away from home, I get it. Look, at home, it's not good enough and it needs to improve massively. But away from home, you're looking at the way we're approaching games and you're looking at the results that we're getting. This is the way that you need to approach games when you're going away from home. This is what successful teams do. Look at Arsenal, for God's sake. They do this every single week and win and get a clean sheet. Hardly even let a shot on target against them. We're nowhere near as good as that. But we're going away from home and we're beating good teams week in, week out. Even if we don't beat them, we're looking like we could have beaten them. Like that Brighton game. Brighton are obviously a very good side. We should have beaten them that day. We conceded 2 goals against a run of play. But we should have taken the 3 points. Like, you've got to be so impressed. Even if you don't like the way Spurs are playing, I just don't get all this moaning. Like, even after I get it, like after the home games, but after yesterday, we've won 3-0 at Everton. Like, no team has gone there and won so far this season. It's a hard place to go at the best of times. Everton have had a really good start to the season. We've gone there and made pretty much light work of it at the end of the day. Everton didn't have that many chances. We've kept them at bay for the majority of it. Their set pieces didn't bother us really, and that is a testament to the way we're set up, and that is a testament to the way we handle set pieces and the strength of Vicario and Danso and Van de Ven and everyone. So I think you've got to be so delighted with the way things are going right now.
Yeah, I think there's 2 ways of looking at it. I think I've been personally, I'm delighted with our away form, and I'm delighted with a newfound robustness we found away from home. And I agree with you. I think away games in the Premier League are tough, and you're not going to have it all your own way in these games, and you're going to be on the back foot some of the game, and you're going to have to be able to soak up pressure, and you're going to have to deal with them. We dealt with it brilliantly yesterday. And in games like yesterday, when you're not at your best going forward, like we currently haven't been, I think it's important that you find a way to win the game. You continue to have that threat, and the fact that we have this set piece threat we've developed over the past this season especially is very, very good, and it's a very good. It means that you can have games like yesterday where you're not really threatening, but you're always capable of scoring, which is a very, very valuable kind of weapon to have in your armoury. And that's really great. And the fact that we ended up in a game yesterday away at Everton, which is not an easy place to go, and we're on 3-0 clean sheet, and we got that result. We're capable of getting that result without even playing that well, is fantastic. And I think that's really good. I guess the flip side of that is it sustainable? I guess, to continue to play this way and continue to pick up results when we're not creating too many chances. What happens when the set pieces dry up? We've seen it before with other teams and other managers. And also, we've also seen it before at Tottenham, where, if you remember, it happened a couple of times. In Mourinho's second season, we started really well, top of the league in December, and we just couldn't keep it up. We were playing defensively, hitting teams on the counter, scoring from set pieces, and it was all great when you're winning, but as soon as those things dry up, you're not being clinical with your chances because you're not getting that many chances. All of a sudden, you're just defending a lot and not getting the results. Same with, I remember it was Conte's second season. Very similar to now. Remember, we were all going crazy about Gianni Vio. Remember, we were scoring set pieces every week. We were winning games, not playing well, but winning games. Everyone's saying, look, as long as we're winning, it's great. And then what happened? The results caught up with us. I'm not saying that's going to happen now. I guess the difference is those were Mourinho and Conte's second season, whereas Frank's just got in the job. So you expect it to, get better and him to have him to improve the team and improve the way we play. I guess people have at the moment either they're remembering those things where we were quite defensive in those moments, we're playing well, getting results, and then it kind of caught up with us. They're kind of worried about that happening again now. Or they're worried about, is this, just winning from set pieces and not creating any chances other than that? Is that sustainable? And I guess there are question marks there, to be honest. It doesn't mean we should be negative about what's happening at Tottenham right now. I think there's a lot of positive things. I think Frank has implemented a lot of good things when he's come to Tottenham. But when it comes to things getting better when it comes to open play chances and creating stuff. I guess the thing is we just have to see it, and we haven't seen it yet. We have to see things improve before we say it will improve, if you know what I mean. Because at the moment, saying everyone's saying it will improve and will improve. Well, we need evidence of that.
Well, like, it's still so early on. It's so early on in his tenure, you know. He's had one transfer window. He's had a complete change of everything at the football club, you know. He's got so many injuries as well, which is not an excuse. He's got so many different things that he's trying to juggle, you know. He's getting the results. That's the main thing right now, I think. He's getting the results, and you know he's going to want to improve those attacking patterns of play. He's definitely going to want to improve it, and he's definitely going to improve it. And right now, he's finding a way to win games when, you know, his first point of call, like he said, was to make us more of a solid outfit and, you know, structurally much harder to beat. We're a very hard team to beat. That's the reality. And I think it's such a great thing for him to come into a team that was so easy to beat last season, suffered quite a few losses the season before, and straight away off the bat, he's made us such a difficult team to play against and such a difficult team to beat. So I think that is a major plus that goes towards Thomas Frank. Yes, we all want to see free-flowing, attacking football, and, you know, he wants to see it as well. I'm pretty sure he said that over the last couple of weeks, and he even said it when he came in. So I have no doubt in my mind that that's what we're going to be building towards. But right now, this is what we're being served up, and we're getting results off the back of it. So I'm delighted the way things are going. We're sitting third in the league. We've scored the most amount of goals in the Premier League. We've conceded second or third least amount in the Premier League as well. So I'm absolutely delighted. I couldn't be happier with the way things are going, to be honest.
But what is the difference between what you're seeing now and, let's say, what we saw in that Conte's second season at the start, when we all agreed we were not playing well but winning games, and we all kind of agreed at the time anyway, we can be able to keep this up, and it turned out we couldn't. What is the difference?
Well, the difference is that Conte had already been in the job for 6 months, and we'd already seen a lot better football than what we saw at the start of those few months, and we were thinking, all right, we're going to get back there. It's going to click. It's going to click. It's going to click. The football under Conte regressed. We haven't seen the football hasn't regressed under Frank because he hasn't been here a long time. So we need to see a progression from Frank. Don't get me wrong, it needs to get better 100% in terms of the way we play our football. But under Conte, it was regressing, and under Frank, it's not regressing because this is the starting point.
Yeah, but we were getting better results that time. I think 9 games, it was 20 points we had under Conte, 1 loss.
Yeah,
but I agree with you. I think there are differences, and I think just because it happened then doesn't mean it's going to happen now. But I think that's what is in maybe people's minds. Maybe not specifically that season, but that element of.
And I also think the Premier League has changed a lot since then. Like then, I think there were a lot of like free-flowing, attacking football. Now, like Sean Dyche said over the weekend, just before his press conference last week or whatever, like it's the in thing now for these long throws and such a focus on set pieces. And those things we're doing really well. Really well. And not many teams in the Premier League right now are playing like this, like high line, high pressing, well, pressing high, yeah, but like free-flowing attacking football. Like not many teams are actually doing that.
Yeah, I think the whole conversation about set pieces and relying on set pieces and whether it's sustainable or not, I think that comes from the fact that over the years in the Premier League, we haven't seen a team literally win a title just relying on set pieces. We've seen teams do well, like overperform, like, you know, remember the likes of Bolton back in the day with Sam Allardyce. You had
Jose Mourinho, Conte.
Well, they weren't set piece sides. They were counter-attacking teams. They didn't rely on set pieces. It's different.
I guess you've got to look at Arsenal now.
But that's the point. So my point being is, Arsenal has obviously done well over the last couple of years. A lot of their games have relied on set pieces. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But obviously they haven't won anything, right? But they have definitely improved themselves, albeit it wasn't, you know, when Arteta first started getting better, it wasn't just set piece. They're actually playing really good football, and then they turned into this team where they had this set piece weapon in their armoury when they weren't playing well. And now, but right now it seems they are heavily relying on set pieces. But I guess the conversation around set pieces is because we've never seen a team literally win leagues by relying on having set piece goals purely and having that as like your main weapon essentially. So I guess there's an assumption that if you do rely on it, then you're going to get found out eventually. Teams will work it out. The set piece goals are going to dry up. You're going to have to be able to open teams up in open play, right? At some point, if you're actually going to go on and achieve what you want to. But we are seeing at the moment Arsenal 4 points clear at the top of the league, basically by relying on set pieces. I think they've got 5 open play goals.
No one relies on set pieces more than them.
I'm saying
in the league,
they've got 9 open play goals and 5 open play goals and 9 goals from set pieces. They're 17th for open play goals, and they're top of the league for set piece goals. So I think right now is this potentially a shift in the paradigm from what we've seen in the past? I think, look, we'll have to wait and see because we haven't won the league. It's only 9 games in. They have to win it first. But if they do win the league playing this way, then maybe I think clearly everyone is shifting towards definitely
everyone in the league is, apart from maybe like your Man Cities and Liverpools. I think everyone in the league are doing long throws now, got a set piece coach, heavily, focusing on set pieces. I just think this is the way football is going now.
And whether you how long now, carry on for, we'll see.
Whether you like it or not, and whether your football purists aren't going to agree with it, are you? Like they want to see
I think it's making for some good stuff. Like the Brentford game was brilliant against Liverpool. That was great. But there was some yesterday was a boring game. I'm sorry, it was.
But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like I don't care unless we win. If we win the game and we carry on winning and we're just scoring set pieces, I don't care. Like as long as we're winning games.
Okay, but the game in general, you like to see.
Yeah, that's fine. Like yeah. But at the end of the day, what I care most about is Tottenham winning football matches. That's what I care most about. Like, I would take stodgy 1-0 victories coming off the backside of an own goal like every single week if that meant Spurs were to win every week. Like,
but I guess that's it. As long as you're winning, it's okay. But then it's a problem if you're not. But my point being is the whole conversation about set pieces could be changing. I think when it comes to this sustainability, quote unquote, whether people think you can actually win big things and win titles doing this, playing this way. And I think the past have said no, but I think right now, this season could be the change where maybe teams are like, actually, you might be able to win a whole title playing this way. And then I think the whole game's going to change.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if you don't concede, you can't lose. And then you can always nick one the other end if you're that strong at set pieces. But I don't think that's the end goal and that's the plan Thomas Frank wants to put ahead in front of us. I don't think we just want to be this. He wants us to be this team where we're really good defensively and then our only threat is set pieces. I think that's just where we're at this moment in time in terms of the team development. And I do think there's going to be more development and more learning and more growth in this team. But right now, what he's implemented in this team, I think, is absolutely brilliant, where we're really hard to play against. We're really hard to score against. Not many teams are finding it easy to beat us. And we're always a threat down the other end because of how strong our set pieces are. And, Mickey van der Ven, like, bloody hell, man, what a player this guy is. I was on the way back yesterday, and I was just like, literally, for about 3 hours of that coach journey, I was just thinking and talking about Mickey van der Ven. The guy is a phenomenon, man. Like last season, we were all talking, a lot of people, the narrative was, this guy's not good in the air. Like Thomas Frank there's some sort of conversation or focus in training with Mickey on training. As he said,
He said it in the press conference.
Oh, I didn't know. I haven't seen the press conference, but he's been so much better in the air. 5 goals in all competitions this season from Mickey. Have they all been with his head?
No. 3 with his head?
3 out of still.
No, 2.
Well,
2 yesterday.
2 yesterday. There was another one with his head, wasn't there?
Yeah, against Boda.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a clear focus. And even when he's defending as well, he's using his head a lot more. So, Mickey van der Ven, you're seeing, like, such a rapid development in him. Like, and he was so good to start off with as well.
Someone online said someone's finally told Mickey that he's 6'4", and he can use his head, and he seems to be so much stronger, 100%. He seems to be really attacking these set pieces with much more purpose at the moment, and it's mad to think that he hasn't been more of a threat previously. Aerially, he has something he struggled with, but I think he's clearly worked on it. Frank's worked on him with it, and we're now seeing Mickey. A proper threat now in the box, and that's absolutely fantastic. And got 2 goals yesterday. I don't think it's the last of it. And Yeah, he's our top goal scorer. It's just crazy.
Mad.
So phenomenal work. And I think even without the goals, he was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought like he was making these really nice line-breaking passes out the back yesterday, kind of trying to alleviate what Romero was. Obviously, Romero's not been in the team last couple of weeks, and he's been very good at that. And like those dinks in mid, he wasn't doing the dinks, but kind of really nice passes into midfield yesterday from Mickey van der Ven. So, yeah, like I said, I'm really happy with the way things are going right now. How can you not be when you're third in the league? And for everyone that says like we don't create chances, we've scored the most goals in the league.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
We've scored the most goals in the league, and we don't create chances.
But we are the biggest like overperformance when it comes to like expected goals. People say, is that going to even itself out, or is that a sustainable way of happening? Because you see it so many times with teams that overperform massive, usually defensive teams. That have a really good run, and then it evens itself out eventually. Your luck runs out. So that's what people are worried about, I guess.
But if we always keep the kind of way we're defending and how hard we are to beat, we always got a chance.
Yeah, that's also true if we keep defending that way, yeah. But then again, I agree with you. But then again, yesterday, if Vicario doesn't make those saves and Everton do get back in the game, then all of a sudden it's like... it could have been a different story. But look, Vicario did make those saves, which I'm not saying we were even barraged with him, but at crucial moments he did.
Yeah.
And we defended very well.
And that's what we need, top players to step up in big moments.
Yeah.
And that's what Vicario did yesterday.
But we just need to see a bit more on the ball.
Yeah, and we will. I keep saying it every week. Like, I'm certain we're going to see this.
You keep saying it every week and we're not.
Yeah, but it's still early days. It's so early on in the season. Is that the 9th game of the season, 8th game of the season? I don't know what it was, but like we're so early on. Like everyone just wants everything like straight away. Wants it now.
It's not about now. It's just about.
Well, it is.
It's not. We just want to see more.
And more will come. More will come. Like I said before, like we're sitting third in the league. We've scored the most goals in the Premier League. We've conceded one of the least.
9 games. Look, that's great and that's fantastic. But after 9 games, it doesn't mean anything. Like it's fine, but we're 3 points off 9th. Like 1 loss and bam, we're mid-table. So
yeah, correct. But you need to pick up those points. Like it's impressive in itself. Like next week, it's the home form that's letting us down, and we need to improve on that massively. Massively. Agreed. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not happy with the way things are going at home. That needs to improve. But when you look at the bigger picture and the whole thing, how our season has gone so far, new manager, new structure to everything, like you got to be happy, surely. Like
I think everyone's happy with how things are going, but you can't just put your head in the sand about the problems that we have.
I don't think anyone's putting their head in the sands about the problems that we have. I think everyone can recognise, even like the biggest Thomas Frank fans can recognise that there are a lot of things that we need to be doing a lot better. Don't get me wrong. Like obviously, it's a work in progress. But right now, where we're at in the progression, you got to be happy.
Yeah, I think everyone is happy.
Well, I don't know. Judging by social media, it doesn't seem like everyone's happy.
Yeah, I think if people are saying...
I was seeing a lot of people complain yesterday. A lot of people complain yesterday about a 3-0 win.
Yeah, which I think is ridiculous.
Like, what planet are people on? Like, we're winning 3-0 away at Everton. First of all, they've never lost in that stadium. And second of all, we haven't won there since, 2016?
Well, we haven't played there.
Well, you know what I mean, though, away at Everton. We haven't won away at Everton, 2015, 2016, 18. Whatever it is, 18. Like, still a long time ago now. So, like, just come on, man. Celebrate the wins when they come. Like, this was a significant win, in my opinion. Like, 3-0 away at Everton, who are a very hard team to beat.
Right, but that's fine. And that's great, actually. Not just fine, it's really good. And as I say, the fact that we can play the way we did and end up with that result is a testament to what Frank has brought us. But at the end of the day, we are still playing the way we did.
Yeah.
And that is something to mention. And people mentioning doesn't mean they're negative.
No, but there's a difference between mentioning it to complaining about it and to say it's not good enough, it's not this, it's not that. We're winning. The barefaced fact is we won 3-0 away at Everton. No matter how you win, no matter how you play, it's a very impressive win in my book. So I don't get like the negativity and the complaints. Mentioning it, fine. Like I've mentioned it, on this stream. But I've also...
No, but you're mentioning it saying it's guaranteed to get better when we need to see evidence.
I'm certain of it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's fine, but we need to see evidence of things like being implemented. And yesterday he did implement something, which is credit to Frank. He did implement a difference, right? He implemented a new structural change.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that improved things, but it made things different, right? But we still need to see a bit more. Like, we still had struggles in build-up. We nearly gave away 2 goals away in build-up. Simmons and Bentancur struggling to keep the ball because of how we were building up. I think in that first half, we were 2-0 up. We created 0 chances in open play. And it doesn't matter as long as you're winning, right? But to say that it doesn't matter if we see improvements or not, it will improve. Like, surely you can only say it will improve once you're seeing improvements.
No, because it's a work in progress, and everyone knows, like, the product that we're seeing right now is not the end product that Frank wants to see. I think it's pretty obvious that that's the case. And like I said, where we are right now, 9 games in, everyone has to, surely, if you're a Spurs fan, you've got to be delighted with the way things are going. Like, I can't keep saying it again. Like, the way we're
agreeing.
Yeah, but the way we're playing is fine. It's not great. Like, in terms of what you're seeing on the eye, and you want to see free-flowing, attacking football playing out from the back. We're not there yet. We're nowhere near there yet as a team. It's going to take a lot of, coaching and working on us tactically and everything like that, which will happen over time. But right now, it's brilliant stuff. So I think let's just leave it there.
Okay.
But actually, just one more thing that we need to cover on the match review is Kolo Muani, because he got his first start in the Premier League yesterday.
Yep.
I think he did decent, to be honest. Like, without doing too much, I thought, a few nice touches, holding up play. I think he's. I wouldn't say he earned his start for the next game, but I think we saw enough to carry on.
Look, it was fine. It's one of those games where if we didn't win or score, we're probably sitting here saying, oh, he was anonymous, he didn't do enough. But because we won, we're looking at the positives, and that's a fine thing to do. I think he was fine. I think there was some good link-up play, but he didn't have any shots at goal. He didn't have any goal-scoring moments. So, that's got improved. But I think I liked the little bits that I saw, yeah. But again, if let's say it was that was Richarlison and it was a game we didn't win, we're probably saying, it wasn't good enough. That's the truth.
Yeah. What if it was Richarlison, it was a game that we did win?
Yeah, we're probably saying good.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen things in his performances like yesterday and also when he came on against Monaco to say that, this guy maybe can add a bit more than what Richarlison is doing at this moment in time.
I agree.
So I think, you have to persist with him. You have to persist with Muani because, 100%. Like, every performance kind of leaves you with that, weights your appetite a little bit and want to see more. And so let's hope that, look, we've got 2 big games coming up, Newcastle away in the Carabao and Chelsea at home. Maybe you take him out for the Newcastle game and start him against Chelsea. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you probably start Richie.
Yeah, start Richie or to even Tell against Newcastle.
Honestly, Tell maybe start on the anyway. Not a Newcastle preview, but yeah. I think Talon, I want to see him start, but maybe off the left. I think Rishi got rested on the weekends. I think he is going to start midweek.
Yeah. Anyway, that is our match review from the brilliant 3-0 win away at Everton yesterday. And let's move